an ad before and after the video. How daring are we today? But hello everyone. Welcome back to Mo. Great Ace to Tony. How's everyone? Hope you all doing well today. The starting to screen was done by Breedy. Check them out. Link in the description below. And so I'm happy. I'm super happy with Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, I know everyone's mad you won out Yu-Gi-Oh! Because you killed all Time Wizard formats and higher tournament play. But they announced their Doom of Dimension live stream with the next set in Vo's CG line, next main set. And they have Aki's voice actor coming on. And when you have a VA come on, that means they get support. So we can Aki cards. I believe it's in 3 days the live stream, so it should be on Saturday. Something to look forward to. I'd be foaming up a fucking mouth until we hear what it is. So here's my prediction. Yesterday we got news of the legendary decks, which actually kind of sucks if we put the new Yusei stuff in there. Just because it's going to be a more expensive product, you can't just buy free of the structure deck and then there you go, have fun kids. But here's what I'm thinking. It's going to be Jack, Aki, and Yusei. Well, we know about Yusei. But the reason why I say Aki and Jack specifically, Aki number one because she's getting new support, but again, they're gonna want to reprint her cards. So, but since we know it's gonna be 2 Sinos, Aki, there you go. And then Jack is because his structure deck exclusive cards haven't been reprinted, so I can see them doing that as a way to reprint those. Crow, I can see Crow being a true-in for Jack, honestly. And Leo and Luna, if they sure ain't getting tripping much respect, I don't expect the card game to. Okay. All of this clearly points the thinking of good of his young pickpocket Tiny. As a heistmate, I like to see our filthy assholes promptly and viciously eliminated. I think you should find if you look at the photograph in stereo, the truth would just pop out. If I've left it in there, I should think there would be repercussions by now. I am so curious where you left it, someone. My main app, stop. Global radio transmission of work to follow. Stop. In Motherland, we should never judge by clothes, judge by head. I am convinced brothers are innocent. The circumstances of the crime and evidence you indeed oh my god, implicate but defended while cohesively. The storeroom locked from the inside, in which the victim and the accused would discover alone. And the accused's hand with a revolver, the firing of which were heard by these witnesses. Not to mention, this point, yeah, that point is probably for a bullet. Taken from a champ who seems action of a battlefield, that goes on the verge of pulling of a bodily trigger. Thanks a lot, Mr. Sholmes. Oh dear, Holy's cameras were supposed to help. Not hinder, they help for prosecution. I think you have an uphill struggle ahead of you. Isn't it always uphill? But Gino didn't shoot Mr. Winbank. Which means there's more to the situation they have yet seen. Agreed. You have a flow, Council. Proceed with examination and examination. You Mr. Nasume's landlord, Mr. Gob, aren't you? We really must stop meeting like this. You've had lower champ. Well, there's a turn up for the books. Yes, well, a turbulent time we had back then. Some extraordinary events took place at your house, that's for sure. Luckily, Mr. Shums and I were able to get to the bottom of it all. I think we did a lot for you, didn't we? I mean, obviously, I won't be suggested therefore that you should change your name to not guilty or anything. Can't be denied, I suppose. Because of Gobbo House is the talk of town after that business. Law just moved out and I can't get a body set to take up tenancies. Well, yeah, we did a lot. Oh. Haven't had the heart to break the news to Joanne yet. Bad enough ago, it's all clapped up. Yes, can't be denied. You did do a lot, but not for us. Fast for Dad's son. Suppose not. Of course, there can be no suggestion that being the reason I'm leaning towards guilty here, obviously, but honestly, I wish you pay more attention to the trial and not less to jury number 2. I mean, he likes his maids. What can you say? Polishing the bench, I see, again. A maid's work is never done. Nah, blemish must remain. What exactly do you mean by filthy ISOs? On the way to the market, his lordship, I've passed through the East End. The place full of beggars, pickpockets and crossmen. The scum of both. A little harsh, perhaps. Let me be plain. If it were up to me, all those backslums would be made spick and span racket. At least we have people like the great detective worker to achieve these upon goals. You refer to Mr. Hollock Sholmes? Man, she just does not like poor people. I mean, she didn't like shit. She was racist. She's racist and she hates the poem. That's great. That's why I like to keep abreast of his exploits by reading Weather magazine between my duties. He does wonders cleaning up London streets. In my opinion, he should be declared an honorary maid of the capital. I would love to see him in a maid outfit. Mr. Sholmes, a maid. It's really quite unforgivable. God scum having the audacity to shoot our greatest detective. My detail. It was for 2 brothers. Yeah, it wasn't for defendant. It was for 2 Waluigi and Waluigi lookalikes, okay? Let's get that straight, please. My detail indeed, they're all ghost scum as far as I'm concerned. Well, it just might be an idea to get our facts straight anyways. Yes, alright. I try to amend my statement. Okay, we got a contradiction. These 2 statements clearly contradict each other. Good lord! Counsel, explain yourself! Oh my statement, contradictory. Jury number 6, you get wrong end of a stick. I do not have stick, I have mouse. He's allowed to have a mouse in him? When did the blood plague start? As jury number 2 said earlier, when the skull and blood was fed at the scene of the night question, the third shot from the revolver. Yes, the shot put Mr. Sholmes in the abdomen, I understand. Surely you're not gonna tell the court now that you didn't hear. Abdomen. So? Sorry, my English is still learning. You're telling the court you didn't hear him. Forgive me, did not hear him. Ugh. I, useful, adamant, part of a person's body containing stomach and all vital organs. This is what you mean. You should say in plain English, I am Russian, not native speaker. Who will follow the guide until I have this man on for jury again? I mean, you can't be discriminatory for a jury. However, if a trial is going to be in a language that the jury can't understand, it can't make a good judgment due to the fact that they can't understand English, that should probably get them disqualified. Because that ain't fair to the defendant. So, and you tell me these brothers, who look like criminals, were lying. They said before, we've never done anything. But the truth is, the trial detective, that is double negative. Yes, that's exactly right. Lying is wrong, especially when lie is said by a person who looks like a criminal. Coming from you, that seems surprisingly predictive. A bit! This means no, I'm texting my friend real quick. Okay, so when they say we never took nothing, maybe it was also a big fat lie. Is that true? Well, according to the police report, no certain goods were found, so enough. I trust no one now. No one. It's not from Mouse's fault, both. So, what do you have, said Mouse? I must see with my own eyes. I must investigate crime scene myself. I'm afraid I won't be paused. Yes, it is, Luna. Easily. Sorry. Well, are we gonna take a field trip to the crime scene? With footprints from, Holly's right hand with color. Ah, you compare the prints for a picture genie and the next print from and half an hour later, you might be able to see straight away if anything was taken or not. Corey, Mr. Prosecutor. Ta-ta. Calling of prosecution in the middle of a summation explanation of all times. Print showing the accused finding the victim after she broke into the shop is this one. Following this, the victim and accused moved into the search room. Meanwhile, the stalking bars entered the shop and suddenly heard a fair gunshot ring out. Sadly, none of these events were captured on film. This print produced by the camera a half an hour later after the brothers' fight. So it was taken after Hurley was shot then. As far as I could tell, nothing has been taken on. Can I actually see them side by side? So the brothers look like criminals, told only one lie. They shot man, but they stole nothing. And we're seeing so, yes. Good. No, not good. They shot man! You were right. I did not understand the situation. Now I know brothers have lied. I think it's very important to continue the trial. Well, if you change one mind. Yay, we're down. We know the balance is shifting. Well, it's a start, I suppose. But there must be more in what these shows are saying, but I can use to expose the truth. If I could do that, we might just turn the situation into our favor still. Thank you, Counsel. Continue with summation explanation. The county. Okay. It doesn't help, but it's a clear shift between. On. If I could just go back and forth. Let me actually talk to the guy with, What do you mean, look up a photograph of stereo? Sorry, what? Don't you know? If you look up a photographic print normally. Looks as if a pickpocket girl is about to shoot the victim, obviously. But there's no indication of a defendant ever firing the gun. All I'm saying is if you look at the same print in stereo, it can reveal all sorts of new information. By chance, are you a fan of stereoscopes? Ooh, how you know? I mean, you have one attached to your head, so. Well, it's called a lucky guess. It never gets so. Seeing two prints merge into one before your eyes. It's extraordinary. It's captivating. It's the power of modernity. Of course. Oh yes, I think you'll find the stereoscope heroes to say, giving us new perspectives we can only dream of. It's the greatest adventure the world's ever seen. If only it could give me a new perspective on this case, I might agree with you. What exactly have you been moaning about all this time, son? You keep talking about having left something somewhere or something like that. Yeah, sorry. As you probably can tell, I'm a surgeon. A surgeon? That totally passed me by. Of course, people conducting surgery in this country aren't considered to be doctors. Oh no. What? What do you mean you're not considered doctors? Even though me and my kind are 4-5 modern science, but we're brands on the field. So, what is that you think you left behind? Oh well, that's a little embarrassing to be honest. You see, I was operating on someone yesterday. Standard thing. Went through the abdomen. But I finished procedure and, well, I couldn't find my scalpel on it. He did leave his scalpel somewhere. What? Did he? Surely not. Exactly surely not, you said to yourself. Don't you? Worrying, isn't it? Very. That's what's been troubling me this whole time. Could I have really left my scalpel inside of a fella's belly? No, of course I didn't. So, there you have it. Like I said, a little embarrassing, Willie. That's one way of putting it. Volvo's manslaughter! That's exactly my concern, seeing as the case appears to be all about sewn up. I need to focus on trying to remember exactly where I was sewn up elsewhere. Now, I'm surely made up everything back as it should be. Surely, as you can be without being shown. I'm sure you need to be more shown. But it's kind of a big oopsie poopsie. Sorry, where transmission? What do you mean? Are you from the Far East? Stop. Yes, from Vampire Japan. Communication with Far East nations used to take place by mail. Royal Mail steamers take more than a month to complete the journey. But now we have electronic telegrams, so we can send messages using electrical signals. Thousands of miles of cable have been laid along the ocean bed, connecting the entire world. Thousands of miles of cable? Ocean bed? I mean, that is very impressive. You're well informed, young lady. But cables will soon be a thing of the past. I mean, that is, well, not really, not yet. And just when I was starting to catch up. Where are the transmissions of the future? Stop. Messages carried by airways to four corners of globe. Stop! Sound growing. Stop. Atmosphere's electric. Stop. Alright, try not to raise fingers out. Okay. When people say they're just like a stereoscope of a high technology, people can't understand. I really can't. They're just silly toads. Oh, we get a start. An angry, my thing is better than your thing argument here. During number 3, it's hard to interrupt when you're obviously fuming, but... What?! You probably have something to say about during number 5's last remark? As if I couldn't guess. Oh, you bad dude! Say that again. Go on. I dare you. I triple dog dare you, motherfucker. Say it again. Goodness, are you talking to me? I think it just might be. Yes. You think stethoscopes are just toys, huh? Absolutely. I mean, really. I'm shooting for photographs in 3 dimensions. Why don't we not just use your eyes to look at the world around you? It's all 3-dimensional. Alright, go right to appease the man. I don't think she wants to appease the man. No, sorry, stethoscopes are not of no practical use at all. You just don't know! Pardon? I think you find that viewing a photograph through its typical lens can unlock all sorts of possibilities. And once again, have to demonstrate. What's the possibilities? Well, take a crime scene, for example, okay? We got one for you to look at. If you have a pair of photographs of a crime scene that you can view through a stereoscope, it can reveal all hidden clues that you never noticed before. What? Have you got any, Luna? Absolutely. Right then, jury number 3. Are you saying you can do this with any 2 suitable photographic points? Of course I can. Well then, I'd like you to demonstrate. Delighted, just give me one more point and I mace you all. Okay. Here's the after. Alright then, these 2 points are both taken out of the same camera and Wind Banks on the Nine Crutchin. Yes, I see. Tell me, Mr. Lowe. Works. Do you know how stereoscopic images work? Do you understand the principle? Well, I think so. I did only, have a lesson yesterday. Let's see if I remember. A lot was going on yesterday. But left and right eye needs to be, images need to be the same, only with a slight shift in positions of some objects. Then when you bring motions of 2 images together inside your head, it notices a shift as if it was stealth. Yes, exactly. And that small shift between certain objects and 2 pictures, that's really important. I like how Iris is holding the pictures. Nice touch. So it happens when you use 2 photographic points that are exactly the same then. No, obviously that won't go on. Not for seeing, but seen 3-dimensionally anyways. Oh! Of course, now I see. Young girls discover the secret. I have! Can you uncross your eyes before you tell me? And now look at these pictures from Holly's camera room. Go on. Hold on. Yes. And I don't need to cross my eyes for it. I just hate that the game won't let me see it side by side audio. Because I can't get it to work for me. What shit? Oh, accident. Oh well. It's getting more Spanish shit's for me. I'm not gonna read this because I meant to hit yes because it's obvious what it is. Seeing it side by side is obvious. You don't need to do the whole cross-eye thing. Oh. What's going on with these 2 pictures? What's that direction I thought we were going? Some of the things of the counters that sort of jump out at you. Yes! That's it, you see. That's the only other amazing power stereoscopes. Oh, other amazing power? Someone can explain this black magic, huh? What would you do some of the objects on the counter seem to jump out at you like that? You think you find that if you consider birds, they move. They have been moved by someone. Basic principles of stereoscope? As I said before, you try looking over two identical pictures using a stereoscope and won't work at all. It's the size shift, it's the size shift in positions. Sorry, I was reading a text from my friend. In other words, even though at a first glance it seems the objects on the counter haven't moved at all between the two pictures, this shows that actually there must be a slight shift in the position. Yes, it must have been. Now, hold the fact of this, though. Okay, we spoke grass with the cross-eye business now, I was saying. But what the devil does the shift between 2 points exist in the first place? Well, are you getting answer, Phil? Come on, you're the cross-eye master. What? Me? I haven't had the first idea. You know, it's quite simple. Well, someone moved it. Again, someone moved it. But why? I don't know. It is. Just think about it through step by step. First, yes. It was taken first. The 4 minutes later, the second photograph was taken. But the position, yes. Shifted very slightly. So that means sometime at half an hour in the room, someone must have tampered with the things on the counter. Zoinks. Someone goes. Someone tampered. New information. Stop. Not mentioned testimony so far. Stop. Yes. We had to go around in circles a little here, it seems. But I'm starting to see what I should be aiming at in this summation and explanation now. Ladies and gentlemen, the question now is clear. We now know the arms on the countertop will move, but by whom? Are you suggesting you might know? Of course. It was for witness calling the stand, but the Skalkin brothers. Wait, this doesn't agree with other brothers saying testimony before. They said they didn't even have time to pull dukes from lay lockets. My Facebook says dukes is meaning hands and loose locket means pockets. But is this another lie? Is that what you're saying? Yes, I'm afraid so. Hold on, Bill. You can't be sure of that. I mean, that's true. I quite agree. The accused is a common pick post, after all. Perfectly possible that you're in for the things on the decks to see what you might steal. I think that's unlikely. And why exactly? As you can see from this photographic print, the defendant was pointing a gun at the victim. It would seem that as my lone friend indicated that, that she was calling Mr. Windbank to open the storeroom door. In other words, Ms. Landstron's interest lied within the storage room and not the main shop, giving her no reason to touch anything on the counter. Which all points to one thing. The Skalkin brothers have omitted key facts of the testimony. The accused is a pickpocket. Coming God, trash! Why look any further for wrongdoer here? Because the Skalkin brothers are thieves, madam. No bell, in fact, worse than a pickpocket. I believe that these brothers are looking for something on the victim's counter that night. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if you will condemn the defendant on the grounds that she is a pickpocket, would not be at least right and proper to— Yeah, exactly! There you go. They are being bigoted in the way of thinking. Well then, well said. I for one would like to hear more from that shady pair. Again, don't catch your head on fire, please. Can you all see now? I think the stereoscopes aren't playthings. You can see extraordinary potential firsthand. Wholeheartedly agree. Stop. Must purchase after charge. Stop. We return home via Regret Street. Stop. Okay. We gotta try to continue, baby. Well, it would seem this trial has yet to run its course. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury have declared their inclinations via the mighty scales of justice. I hereby call the summation explanation to conclusion with a balanced outcome for defendant's favor. To lean guilty, for lean to not guilty. Currently, the jury is without consensus. And the oath is tried to continue. Yay, well done! Oh, by the way, what? You should hold on to this, Reno. You might never know when it comes into full use. Twice in one try would be unusual, surely. By the way, you never know. It's the gimmick. Little Van Zeeks, you will instruct the witnesses that the court demands additional testimony from them. I'm sure it won't spoil for Bouquet to do so, my lord. I want myself another chance to probe for pale above activities right now, at least. And I want to stop probing them until I prove that Gina is innocent. I'll take a try and whoever one comes first. To be continued. Odo, please, let's resume proceeding. What is this? You and now we take the stand. I mean, did they never leave the stand? Man, I love him so much. I presume you hope defense counts as some ancient explanation. Yeah, governor. I did, Gov. I did. Mr. Skalkin. God blimey! This is going to be hard work. That's why you're here. And then, in this trial, you gave the following testimony about your actions after you entered Mr. Winbanks. Well, it was Beham as soon as wanted. It was, Natch, it was. Didn't even have time to put me dukes out in my lady lockets. However, that was a lie. You brothers. God blimey! Of a non-question, you wipe with your arms on the victim's counter. But no, nothing of the sort. How you figure that out? Well, at least one of them honest. You will now give formal testimony once again, and you will tell the court precisely what happened with the night of questioning, and this time you will tell the truth. Each lie will pass your lips so to increase the severity of your punishment. And that, gentlemen, may deal a crushing blow to your chances of ever seeing the light of day again. A thought worth pondering, perhaps. Say no more, governor, we hear you, we blab, we screw, we preach. Okay, so maybe we give a truth this time. From the lovable brothers. Alright, we did knock a few things over, but we won't waffling know nothing. It was when we heard the gunshot, you see, made us both jump, and all that stuff went flying. Lemmy didn't give me half a flight. We was thinking the true would come out but don't get us next, which makes sense, to be honest. We stuck everything back where we found it and scrammed. Straight back in them black. We could have tried for pawnbroker, see? We never had a chance, did we? So you admit to the defense's accusation. You did win segments to win banks count on top of another question. Not win sec up, no. That's why, Natch, that's why. It's more like we tie you up, yeah. I know this is random, but I still I need like put in my Valhalla cards we opened yesterday. Like, I am trying to learn Valhalla life card game and Magic. But again, I guess my comparison was correct. I did watch a video before someone said that Hololive is like a better Pokemon. Because this does seem very, like, it did seem very Pokemon-y to me when I was reading the cards and stuff. But it's very interesting, and we see, again, once I get my Star Deck of a mail, I can definitely learn how to play mode. And I'm my friend trying to teach me Magic, and I'm asking them all sorts of freaking questions. I'm sure they're sick of it by now. But they're on a mission. These brothers enter the pawnbrokery under dubious circumstances. However, they panic and fret on hearing the gunshot, having first made good the mess. For he said, we hardly sound like ruffians at all. We Nash, don't we? Can make us a bit more cutthroat. Can't just be a coincidence that these men show up at one bank that night. There's more to their testimony than meets the eye. They're Transformer, god dang it! I'm sure of it. Imagine if, like, one of them was Starscream. I just a picture of a voice of Starscream screaming. I feel like his voice from the A cartoon, was definitely more of a scream. And I don't know why I picked Starscream out of everyone. Well, because they kind of remind me of Starscream. Both Cowie bunch. Cutfoot and Cowie. If that's the case, then why didn't you testify to that effect in the first place? Well, we're not exactly squeaky clean, are we? We ain't, Natch, we ain't. If we admit to something like that, people would think we're up to no good. You weren't up to any good! What's that, Wingo? Me or China, we only land ourselves in even more trouble. In fact, now, as a result of lying in your previous testimony, that's exactly what you've done. You're landing yourself in even more trouble. Well, that's one luck. Says the one app with you. When it says, explain your actions to the code. Why do you ransack the victim's counter? We never ransack nothing. Why now? You try. More like we tie up the place. The stale. Sometimes you just gotta stale through people's skulls. Sorry. So what he's saying is, the sound of a gunshot shocked you so much you knocked over all the things off the counter. Well, it shocked us, one of us that much, yeah. This bag of nosing alone to keep his show on. I mean, if you heard a gunshot, I think most people would be jumping out of their skin. Look, it was loud. Oh, why blimey, me dead grandma would waking up with that bang. Big brother would scream like a booming baby and fell over the counter. Knocked the little book candlestick and some scar whatnot. Gotta take out some marionette and whatnot, go for a picture frame, knock over them scales off the floor. You really master working quietly, Ben. I mean, again, gunshot, but it was telling everyone. Well, whack, and me grandma would have been scared back into her grave at a shot like that. So you brought back grandma to just kill her. And sure, the gunshot took you by surprise. And some. I mean, it was quiet as a mouse, and then suddenly blam.
Excuse me.
Oh. Inspector Gale is sent. Do you have some town? I keep saying, I don't appreciate being lumped in with these scoundrels. No, something to add about the testimony. You seemed to react just now when Mr. Skalkin said, "Do he make you think of something?" It's probably nothing, of course. Any information helps, you know. Try and gather information the best I can. I won't even bother to mention only. Well, the fact is, cases don't get solved if you ignore the little details. That's very true. How about you just tell us what's on your mind? As you know, we brought these fellas in the yard for questioning last night. The statement they gave us told us a slightly different story of what they're saying now. Did it? You claim that you heard the victim shout something out before the gunshot. Might have? Gov? Might have? Does ring a bell now that you mention it. Granted, it's only my detail, but still. I mean, that is a point. Because that can help us solve the case. I can't help but feeling like perhaps you've been a bit sloppy with testimony here, huh, fellas? If I discover witness's testimony has been any more sloppy than it has hitherto proven to be, I should be forced to bring the very harshest punishment to bear against them. Easy, easy. We get it right this time. That's it. Yep. It's coming back to me now. Just like a boomerang. Then speak. Supplement your testimony with whatever details you have miraculously returned to your questionable mind, souls. What your gov? So in fact, you hope rose in the gunshot almost simultaneously. Yeah, we did, Gov. We did. Although, I suppose if you're being honest, we heard a kind of wavering voice before the yell and all. If you don't want to get shot, give me that gun! I like the reenactment. I like the acting. They good. Kind of a thing. A career in acting tragically missed. I mean, honestly, yes. And where were the voices coming from, can you tell? Of course we could. From the other side of that door behind the counter it was. From the storage room, where the victim was found dead. And voices you heard, was that of the victim, Mr. Winbank? On my Granny's life, of course, didn't you say she was dead? On his Granny's life, of course it was. Aren't you guys related? So that would mean that you both knew Mr. Winbank and the sound of his voice? Huh? So that would mean what? Well, what? What? Any ideas? Yes, Count Sandy, you would. So there's probably at least stake the place out. No, we didn't overgeese them. How am I supposed to deny when the bloke and all the fancy cardboard giving us the evil eye? You know, you gotta play the evil eye, Yu-Gi-Oh type. You value life, you ensure your testimony is accurate and true. In Grandma's life it is. On his Grandma's life, it must be. It's a good job his granny's dead. Exactly. Because she's gonna die again. They're gonna dig her up and shoot her. That's fucking dog. They're gonna dig up Granny and shoot her again. Well, I don't know if she died via shot, but I feel like that's what they're basically doing. To summarize, then, immediately after hearing the voices of the victim, you then heard the gunshot. Causing you to stumble and upset the arms of the counter, scouring them all over the sharp flow. You make it sound like we're clumsy. Don't forget we tie up acted like good little boys. Anyways, where I see it.
Hold it!
You saying that Mr. Winbank had a gun in his hand? Oh yeah, that was a sight, huh? The two of them waving guns at each other. Must have gotten pretty heated. I mean, just before each shot, we hope it gives us that if you don't want to get shot. Didn't really sound like he meant mine. More of an empty threat, you could say. Mr. Winbang is known to keep a revolver in the shop counter at all times. People say to protect the vehicles he's keeping. He's ready to put a bullet in someone's head if required. I mean, I feel like he seems more ready to put a bullet in his own head, but that's a different discussion. But it's someone being himself, yes. Good grief, extraordinary devotion indeed. If alarming misguided is an understatement. Well, certainly sounded like he was ready to pull the trigger of all night. Only if the person was going to shoot beat him to it. Cook is goose proper. Better watch and squeeze the trigger instead of wasting time shooting. Give me that gun. And it was directed after this was you have a gunshot. It was more or less at the same time, Gov. Give me that gun. Blam! Kind of a thing. Yes, a Korean acting. Yeah, okay.
Objection.
Oh, what? Cause Gino is supposed to be hung for gun. Oh, cool. So, I guess I'm.
Hold it.
So you didn't try to open the storage room though, then? Not you live. It went dead quiet after that I did. But the went well me. But anyways, the door was locked. Warned him. No way that was opening. Yes, of course. It was locked from the inside. Oh, so we've been led to believe. It was, Governor. It was from the inside. Right, so we have no way of knowing what's going on there, did we? Unless there was some way to get a view from the inside storage room, like through the keyhole or spy hole, perhaps. Don't ring any bells. Don't light any lights. We had to count one before we noticed anything like that. I mean, to be fair, we did hear a gunshot. We still kind of got teeth in this game, you know? But one day, we will cut the muscle. Please, cut it out. But as we know, behind that door was the victim's lifeless body with the accused not 2 feet away. Yes, unfortunately. Gino was there unconsciously with a gun in her hand. To confirm, it would be correct to say that neither of you set foot in the storage room. That's right, Gov. That's right. Couldn't have if we wanted to. Unless you just slipped through the hole, for a spy hole.
Hold it.
Yes, when you fired a shot from your own gun at Mr. Sherlock Holmes. We were a bit hasty though. We was, Nash, we was. Truth be told, was always shaking like a leaf when you lot turn up. If you shake it like a leaf, don't put a gun in your hand. I mean, that's true, you can really fuck some shit up. Good advice, miss, good advice. Truth be told, my mind went totally blank. I mean, to be fair, I mean, that's also true, but like, you know, the Waffle place for a gun shop, it can be on fucking edge. Meant to know, mate, miss. After that, we like it down the street, but apparently we're dodgy to the coppers or something, so they clamp the device on us like gang. After you handcuff, police found this revolver in your possession, correct? Well, yeah. But let's valid proof, huh? Why should we believe that? What? Well, cause it's true, ain't it? The place was totally empty when we went in. And by the time the victim was all in the storage room, having been forced to open the door by the accused who had a gun in his hand. And I was, beyond question, those 2 witnesses never laid eyes of the perpetrator of the pawnbroker, Mr. Winbank. Correct? You got it, mister. Down to a T. Okay. You look for the feels. Okay. Let's get back to the testimony. Okay. because they claim that Mr. Winbang has a gun.
Objection.
No. Okay, my logic's off. Am I gonna cave? Because I have nothing else. I think I'm gonna cave and look it up. Caving. It's always fun. No, really. Willie.
Objection.
Same thought process, but I guess the one for photograph. So you think of another crushed victim, Mr. Winbang was swinging a gun. Is that correct? Okay. So I'm gonna save, and then we're gonna go on to the master do portion of tonight's stream. Ooh. Should we about level up? This would be nice. Back out. Duel. Under 5. And hopefully I can put out a convincing win. We will see. But yeah, I've been really texting my friend about the magic deck because, I mean the Sonic magic deck specifically. And he likes to play the commando format, so I've been trying to get with him about what I need. This is like not a good first hand whatsoever. If this is going second, sure, we'd be cooking with something similar to gas, but it isn't. Okay, I got 3 negates. Yeah, get it out. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, unfortunately. Zombie world. I expect a zombie world. Yeah, I am gonna stop that. So let me Velo. Hey, it wants Platoon? Okay. So. Taking lots of damage. This Tomba is fine. I definitely had too much non-engine in hand. And not enough. Well, not the white engine card for sure. Nah. Number one, yeah. Try and get his effect off, but I mean, they kind of have game. They can summon anything else. Paul going for a number. My guess is this is game. Unfortunately. Yeah, I just did not have the white cards in hand. Which it happens. You know, we can't always win. Going second this time. Maybe this will help. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, but announced the cast of live action Zelda, or at least for people who playing Zelda and Link. I never heard of them. I know nothing about them, and I have no opinion. You know, it's amazing that I got Droplet in my hand so many times just because freaking I'm only wanting one. What is this? Okay. I can't use facts return bad. Oh shit, I messed with that completely. I misplay because of that. Oh well. What? But what? But it's after the fact. That's. I messed this up completely, so I'm taking the W. I mean, but L. Whatever this is, I'm not sure what it is, but L. I take the L. I butchered that completely because I cannot read. I have a reading comprehension of like zero grade preschool. Let's go with that. Yeah, I'm trying to play card games. Okay. It has to be from a deck. No, you're thinking. Yeah. Bro, it shut me down. Cool. Atch that. We're all atching each other. It's an atch word. Okay. Okay, you got something on summon. Okay. Set. Come on, go through. Okay. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go for some info, Man, this is just a woo game. I mean, you have something clearly. I'm gonna attack. Get some damage off. Again, I'm going to Tamasu. Acclamation. Boom. And I can respawn. Well, I guess this way. I take it. Come. That should push me over the edge for packs. Boom. Again, I could get shiny Malice cards, so I take it. Okay, only one pack is showing shine. Okay. And what I mean by shine, I mean like Royal Flush. That's really what I'm after. Okay. Let's see. You know, I would feel a little salty if one of those Royal Flush. I mean, I'll, of course, keep it for the Royal Flush collection, but oh, that would have been brutal. Well, we got a place of one card. Man, okay, we're going hard without the hollows. Okay, we might have gotten something, but it's not guaranteed something. Yep, my point. Yeah, they really did have all the excitement up front. Okay, here we go. Malice. Hold on. Okay. I did not produce the results desired, but that happens. Okay. Let's go back in. Hopefully I can play Madoche properly this time. Okay. It's actually a good start. E-Telly. Interesting. Okay, so I'm probably up against a Psychic deck. And the fact they're using Psychic monsters is a great tip off to that notion. Ooh, that is a cool little art. Oh, well, I wish I had Ash Blossom, but hey, what am I gonna do? They're thinking hard over though. Okay. So now it's our last card. So it happened to be a carbine. Excuse me if you hold that. So I guess we're just in wait mode at this point. It's just fine by me. We can wait all day long. Maybe not all day long, but we can wait. Do. Let's get down to business to play some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh, we're doing Utopic Future. And I'm assuming, yeah, Draco. Darko. Would be a thing. Yeah. If I can weed. Annoying. But once alone. Add this alone. Perfect. And 7. Wait. No, I did correct. I was about to say, did I fuck this up? I did not fuck this up. Okay. This might be stupid. Add 2 cakes back to hand. And this might not be the best strategy, but it's the only strategy I got for now. Mendoza de Zoe. Come out, Tiramisu. Give him a dose of ticket. I mean, you could attack. Okay. Guys, just a bad tone. Assume match on long term. Perfect. Unjelly. Almost on unjelly. You know, I'm gonna have some fun. Why not? Add for effect. Detach. Add for double or nothing. And then attack you directly for game. Since it's a Modoche deck, might as well end it with a Modoche monster. For that sweet taste of victory. I'm actually having fun with Modoches. When I actually remember why half the combos woke. I'm gonna open for free packs, and that's gonna be after that's gonna be it for me tonight. What the heck is? Okay. Very Pacific. I mean, if I think I can chain bone, but like, what you not really want to expect summon anything. I mean, that's love for my manipulation. Excuse me, I'm not sure how good that would be, per se. But I'd like to thank you all for coming, guys. It's been fun, it's been blast, it's been a real fun blast. Tomorrow is gonna be more Guardians of the Galaxy, and then more Great Ace Attorney Friday. So again, I thank you all for coming out. I hope you guys have a good